Hey folks, AJ the CEO, and we are here out in Midlothian, Virginia, not that far away from home, at First Baptist Church. Got called to do a on-site, so let's get in here and see what we can do to help them out. All right, folks, AJ is here, and you know what we already do. We already do a talk through everything, and here at First Baptist, let's go ahead and see what we got, and I'm gonna do some talk over with some of the other footage that we have. All right, so right now they're using the speaker right now with a webcam. That's what they're doing. We're gonna go away from that. Their booth is right here, which is gonna be really cool. They're talking about maybe doing 4 cameras. They're using a security camera right there and the one in the front. We're gonna do away with that. Most likely, we're going to lower this clock, put a 20x PTZ because of that distance. That'll be more than fine. I will price it out for 4, specifically what they said, but if we did 4, we're going to do one in the back, maybe one right here, and then one in the front. And because the choir stand is elevated, the chandeliers are going to be the problem. So that's why a camera right here will be able to get the angle without the lights being in the way. We have talked about possibly lifting those up. We will also look at adding some speakers as well too, maybe repurpose them and maybe add some ones to the side. There's a subwoofer back there, probably bring that out. Do some potential future mics for the drums, get a direct box for the keyboard, the piano that's going into the system. All of the wired mics we're going to replace with wireless. As best as possible. All of the wired jacks are probably going to be the connections that we use to go to the drums. If they're already running over to the booth right there, what we're going to do is also go with maybe an X32 compact that should fit right here. We'll do away with this. We'll have a direct connection, go with a custom PC. All of this is going to go away. Maybe put this stuff rack mounted up under here. And it's good that we're so close to this. Do a custom PC, an ATEM, Mini Extreme, and just eyeballing everything. Because with the racks, with the amps and stuff like that, we can actually put that in a rack and put that up under here. So we can free up all this space so we'll have a work area here. They said for some CSAA ministry, they said we can get up there and walk the entire attic, so plenty of space. The other thing looking at doing is adding 2 front displays here, maybe 65s just because of the angle that we got there. We'll probably need to contact somebody for some electrical here. In both of those locations, it looks like there's a feed on the other side, so we can tap off of that if need be, but that's going to go away. 65 here, and then the potential of maybe another 65 or 70 back here so that everybody on the pulpit can see. Pretty straightforward, but again, this is going to be a big one just from the inventory of stuff, not from a work standpoint, but just the amount of stuff that we're going to go through. So let's go to the computer. Let's go ahead and draw the whole thing out, design the whole thing out. And if we get the contract, we'll be bringing you along so that you can see the whole process as well, that hopefully it encourages you to see what can be done. Because again, we've been traveling all over the places. Churches ain't but so different. So hopefully you can find something that's similar to yours if you're looking at doing something like that. But let's go ahead and cut over to the computer. Alrighty, folks, we are back here. It is a lot later. I had some other work I had to get done, but let's go ahead and get over here and let's design the system. Now, again, this is going to be similar to a system that we just did, but we're going to be doing a little bit more of the audio component and maybe some addition to some speakers and things like that. But we're going to do some CSAA ministry in it, but hopefully this should be a lot smoother. So let's go ahead and cut over here to the diagrams.net. For everybody to ask, That is what I use to make these flows, diagrams.net. All right, let's do this. First Baptist Church. All right, so pretty much it's a blank slate. So let's go ahead and design this. And this is similar to the multi-camera system that I designed, which is literally going to be the exact same thing for the most part. So let's go ahead and get our 4 cameras here. And we put these to the side. And then one in the front here. Hopefully doing a design like this will actually make it work a lot smoother. Then we have a television here. So we're going to do, actually, let me stretch this out a little bit more, as much as I didn't want to do this here. So that'll be the left. That's the right. Then we have one in the kind of like the fellowship hall. Actually, let me do this over here. Fellowship hall. Another one in the pastor's study. And another one in the back. All right. And with this, we're going to do a new sound system. We're going to do, and I like the fact that their booth is over here to the side here. So that should make that a lot easier here. So we have a X32 compact here because of the space. And my intention is to just plug everything in, but we might go with a snake. So that'll be an S16 so that we can have some more mic inputs and possibly have something set for the drums and everything like that. And I'm trying to figure out a good place to put this to get us out of the way. We're going to go with an A10 Mini Extreme. That's going to sit over here and bridge all of this stuff together. We're going to do and I'm trying to find a good place for all of these. Let's do this is going to be a 1x8 HDMI splitter. So it'll feed all the TVs and we'll have space for ones in the future. And we are going to do a custom computer for them as well too, for their Zoom, as well as their scripture and lyrics and everything like that as well too. And their network is a hardline Fios connection right on the other side of the wall. So that should be straightforward. Now, we might need to do some other speakers as well too. I'm not 100% sure right now. I will include those because they just have 2 ceiling speakers, like really, really high in the ceiling. Might do some wall speakers, but we'll see. There's a budget I need to stay within, and we'll just see what we're going to do. We are going to add an SSD hard drive here for recording. We are going to do a PoE switch that's going to be in a rack. I'm actually going to do a rack and free up a lot of the space that they have with everything that they have in place. And where should I put this so it makes it easier to, I'll just do it over here. Use up some space I normally don't use. And we're also going to do some wireless mics. I need to make a mental note to do that as well too. So let's go ahead and connect everything. We got our internet that's right on the other side of that room, so that's going to be fine. And I'm actually going to do 2 jacks so that the computer is always on. So that'll be a dedicated line for that, but everything else will be plugged into the PoE switch. So that's going to be connected to the X32, the ATEM. I'm going to have it right here, but this will be a dedicated one here. Computer, and then we're going to have the runs to each one of the cameras. Oh, and I forgot we do need another monitor for our multi-view. Unless I should do that. That's one connection. We're going to have, let's bring this down some more. If I can make this look as clear as possible. So that's here. And now that's going to feed all of the TVs. I need to have this done in a better way. But it seems like y'all get the gist of when I do this. So. Oh, and I forgot I need a joystick too to control all of this. And I'm thinking I might do a bundle. A bunch of y'all have done the bundles before, and maybe I'll just do the bundle and do that as an impromptu type of video, just so y'all can see what comes with a bundle. I do sell those bundles and all this pre-configured on my website as well too. And we've had quite a few people get those, so thank you for the people who have done that. Trying to get my mouse back over here. All right, and we're going to connect this over USB. And again, this is going to be connected to the computer over USB. We're going to bring audio directly from the sound system, and we're right beside it, so that's beautiful. We're going to also bring audio from the computer. Yeah, and this is starting to get messy. Over here. And, oh, and we need to run our shielded Cat5e or Cat6 cable to bridge this into the S16 so we can have some mic inputs and all this other stuff. And that is mainly it. So again, this is the back TV, sanctuary left, sanctuary right, pastor, fellowship. And I might have to get the pastor a new TV because that looks pretty old. I don't know if that's going to be a TV that supports this or not, but that is the setup. And again, we're going to have a rack mount, and I need to make a mental note of this as well too. That is going to be a wireless mic, and then also drum mics, and need to have a direct box for the piano to come into the sound system. So I think in all of these are going to be plugged into the S16 up there. And what color did I use for XLRs? I don't think I had those. Well, we use orange. So that's what's going to connect to all of these. So the piano's there. We'll have a dedicated line for their live stream. They can get away from having a speaker set right beside a webcam. So it's going to give them a lot more flexibility. So that is about it. And they pretty much said they really are ready to move with this. This is something that has been dragged out for a while, and they really want to move on this. So they said they can be a quick, fast turnaround on this. So, if we get the contract, we'll take you along, like I said, to show you all the details. And a lot of y'all said that y'all like the time lapse. I'm going to try and make some caveats. I know some people said they didn't like the audio. We'll work on that as well. So we'll have something. And I might actually just do a pure time lapse and I just talk through it after the fact, but we'll see what we can do. Link is going to be down below to everything that I'm using with this. And if you're ever interested and want me to do something like that, know that you can contact me at ajhomes.com/consultations. We can do a consultation over Zoom, a phone call, or we do travel, folks. So we can come on site just like you see me do, look and make something specific for your ministry. And we can go from there. And I think I didn't say that back TV is probably going to be a 75 and the fronts are going to be 265s. Or we might just do all 365s. Might be something like that. I'm really thinking that back one is probably going to be a 75 just for the distance. But anyway, I think that's about it. So if you like this type of content, appreciate a like, consider subscribing, hit that bell. That way you get notified when we come out with other videos to help modernize your media ministry. Thanks for watching, folks. This is AJ. Catch you on the next video. Later.